If you've been self-employed for any amount of years, chances are your brain is frazzled trying to figure out how to make more money with the same amount of effort so you can finally do whatever it is that you want to do more of. In other words, if you're restricted in any way by time and money, dictating where you go, how long you go for, what you buy, what you do, how often you do the things you love, this message is for you. I used to live this way too. And here's how I busted out of that lack, scarcity, old world. I call it the old world because there are definitely two different worlds existing right now. Let's first reflect on what we were all taught to believe was a good idea. Go to school, get good grades, get a good job, save barely anything because there was never enough in the first place, give the bare minimums to the stock market because we didn't have our own investment knowledge, and then retire for a few short years and live off half of what wasn't enough before? Sounds crazy when you hear it out loud, right? It is. It's not logical or critical thinking. That's why the old system didn't teach humans to be thinkers. But now, in the new world, it's not the only solution. This is why the old world is slowly crumbling, and I can't wait to see that cesspool crash. What do we get an education for anyway? To work for the rest of our lives and to be indebted to the bank and to the system who created the bank? That's not an abundant lifestyle, guys. No one wants to work for the rest of their life only to pay off their debts in their 70s. What makes people so loyal to a career or job that doesn't provide enough of what they want? And if you're in the middle class, you're the ones in the most danger, guys. Just overbroke at a different level is not a safe place to be. I've seen many things happen to good people that wipe them out. What about a health condition where you can't work for a year, or some loser sues you in hopes to profit? I just replaced a motor in a sports car that cost me 14 grand unexpectedly. Or what if you get an unexpected hospital bill? I see so many people in divorces and they lose half of everything they own. Or your house gets wiped out in a hurricane and you have to replace everything. That just happened to me too. So many things can set a person back. The middle class is an illusion of safety. You're not really safe. It's just nothing's happened to you yet. I've lived inside the matrix and now I live outside of the matrix. And now I know the difference. And I'm staying out. It's simple choice when you've lived in both worlds. I remember when living in the Matrix, I was there for 50 years. Throughout that time, I remember making 30K, 50K, 100K, at one time 250K a year. And no matter what income I was at, I was always still just over broke. Then I realized the game I was playing just took too long and it was way too much work. It's hard to sustain that level of effort. I was working 10, 12 hours a day to support the lifestyle I wanted. I never felt one time that I had enough free time, never once. Guys, it's hard to live just over broke, and it's hard to create a rich life. I get it, but it's time to reevaluate your hard. So how did I bust away from the outdated system? I decided to get out. I decided that I was tired of always grinding and hustling for more and never feeling like I had enough. I felt like I was always playing catch up in this entrepreneurial game, and it was exhausting. I also decided that I would never, ever need anything from the system again. What sparked this reality change was a health scare. When I had that health scare, I had flashbacks of my dad dropping dead when I was only 25 years old. That affected me for years. I lost my life teacher. We were tight, and I was young. Not long after I had that health scare, I decided I was going to live the rest of my life doing whatever the hell I wanted to do. So I decided I had to figure it out. And it started with closing my old successful business. I don't suggest you do it this way. It's the time-consuming, expensive, hard way. Now, I just model people who are ahead of me. Not better than me, just ahead of me in the new world of digital business. And it's much easier and less expensive to do it that way. So in 2017, I closed my granite countertop company and I started a digital marketing agency. It was different than everyone else was doing in digital marketing because I created a software system using Wi-Fi technology to help promote local businesses. We simply help businesses advertise differently so they could bring in new customers. And businesses will gladly pay you month to month when you bring in new customers. That automated system became an income producing asset for me. It worked while I didn't. I just got 150 businesses to pay me $149 a month. And then I just traveled around the world and lived my life. I was able to run this business with only a laptop from anywhere. I've been living this type of lifestyle for the past 8 years now, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. No dress code, no 8 to 8 Monday to Friday schedule, no commute, emotionally free, no budgeting, no more missing out on doing things. I live and work where I want. Just pure freedom, and that's exactly what I stand for today, and it's what I want to help others do by navigating them easily into this new world. Now I'm living on the new earth, and none of the typical worldly issues affect me whatsoever. I don't care how much gas or food is. I don't even care anymore who the president is. None of it affects me in the slightest way anymore, but it used to, a lot. So now my new mission is to help other people create an income outside of the system so that they can experience an easier life with more in it. So I'm launching a new membership platform called the Virtual Wealth Creators. This new self-education business membership will teach a brand new beginner how to set up a successful digital business, launch it, automate it, market it, and make more on autopilot than what they were making working hard for a living. Working hard for a living was one of the biggest lies I was told, and I carried around that belief until I was 50 years old. I'm not saying that it doesn't take hard work to build a digital business. I'm saying that if hard work gave you a rich life, construction workers and you would all be rich. Here's an example of how I operate in this new world. I'm going to actually give you a sneak peek behind my new project, the exact same strategy that I want to build for you in my new Virtual Wealth Creators membership. Here's the deal and the business model I want you to follow. So this is my example, and this can be created for all kinds of ideas, niches, and industries and expertises. I'm charging a monthly membership fee of $269 per month. This includes a turnkey opportunity with all the tech stuff done for you. It gives a person everything they need to run a digital business in their industry with their existing skills or passions without any tech experience whatsoever. This is why we are completely different than what's out there now. So let's do some internet business math. My first goal in this new project is to get the first 25 people going as beta testers. They will be the ones who get a discount, and in return, we'll get feedback and testimonials and iron out this process and get it up and running smoothly. Then my next goal is to get 100 members, then 200 members, and then increments going up. My end goal is to help 1,000 frustrated entrepreneurs on this planet transition into a digital world of business with their existing skills and experience they have right now. So guys, let's do the math. 1,000 members at $269 a month is $269 a month. If it seems unbelievable to you, I get it. You're in the old world of thinking, and maybe you've never done digital business math. Let's make it easier to swallow. Let's say I have 100 members at $269. That's almost 27 grand per month, or 6,700 per week. And when I get 250 members, it'll be 67 grand per month. Now, this may seem unrealistic in the old world of thinking, but think about the math doesn't lie. How hard do you think it would be for me to make 50 grand a month if I had a high touch done for you system that costs frustrated entrepreneurs $269 per month, and they would make thousands off that investment, especially if they could start the new business with $269 and no skills? Wouldn't any stressed out entrepreneur gamble $269 to make thousands? You don't need 100K or 200K or more to start a business today. That was the old world. So imagine being a part of my community where greatness is not just a goal. It's a way of life, where we don't struggle to just simply survive. We work to thrive. We're not just creating courses, programs, and educating the next wave of brilliant minds. This is bigger than a new project for me. I'm leading people into the self-education revolution, where we live on our own terms, not with the elites dictating to us. I want to personally invite you to my Virtual Wealth Creators membership, where I teach you how to transform yourself and your business, dominate, scale, and live a stress-free life. Old world income strategies are not necessary anymore, guys. They're outdated. To be clear, this is not a membership to learn how to sell on Amazon or Etsy or how to buy crypto or none of that regular things you hear about promoting in the digital world. That's so 2016, and it doesn't work as well as advertised. This self-education business model helps others level up where they need to, and we're using other people's experiences, traumas, life lessons, credentials, skills, talents from real people who lived it and broke through something. or accomplish something. Here's a great example. If you had 1 year to create $1 million business, would you rather learn how to do that from a university professor who is book smart, who's never actually really done that, or a spiritual, street smart entrepreneur who's actually done it before? See, there's no need to go to the big magic building anymore for relevant education. The new Earth School is now online with every single subject available to you. Wherever you're struggling, whatever you want, there will be a course to defeat your problem. The new way of learning is done by creating courses and programs to help someone get ahead wherever they are struggling. This digital business is in the self-education industry because the education system is the one that actually created this worldly mess in the first place. I've realized that to make it big in this world today, even starting from scratch, there are only 5 things needed to thrive. Number 1, you need sales and marketing skills for the digital world. Number 2, you need copywriting skills of what to say and what not to say in the digital world. Number 3, personal branding for online businesses. Number 4, automated systems to work so you don't. And number 5, a dedicated professional digital business team by your side to help you every single step of the way so you're not trying to figure this out by yourself. Think about the old world. People were indoctrinated to look up to careers like doctors, lawyers, university professors, surgeons. So for argument's sake, let's say they make 175 grand a year, working 8 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, and a couple weeks vacation a year. Trust me, these people are not thrilled anymore. I've worked with them in the past to help them get out of what they've created. In the new world, with our system, we can make 150K a month while traveling around, working where we want and when we want. This is what the kid millionaires you see all over the internet are doing. They stopped listening to their parents, aunts, uncles, and their broke friends, and they simply tapped into their courage, learned new skills, and are crushing it in the new world, and they're having a blast doing it. The system is not for everyone though, but it does work for 6 out of 10 people. Let me give you an example of just one client. This woman had Lyme's disease for 10 years, and shockingly, the healthcare system just medicated the symptoms. They didn't eliminate the problem. She suffered with no end in sight for 10 years. Then she dug deep with her own research, and she beat the disease holistically. Now she teaches other people going through this how to wipe it out in 6 months. This is a perfect example of a program that has a micro niche audience. Now that she's selling the program worldwide, she made enough to quit her day job, and now she homeschools her kid so her kid can have an easier start in this new world, not starting in the old system. Guys, this is just one example, so you can see that maybe you are sitting on a gold mine yourself. When you join my Virtual Wealth Creators membership, we will extract a perfect digital product from your existing skills or experience, package it so it sells itself, and even create the whole website, tech automation, and the whole behind the scenes internet runnings of a business, all done for you. We know this is where people are stuck. So this is why and how we are different. We're also different because there is no 3K to 10K investment just to learn how to create a course or a program and then figure out how all the tech side and then go build it yourself. This is why we're different. If this sounds like something you'd like more information on, fill out the questionnaire, and if you qualify, we will do a free strategy call and figure out how to make this work for you. Together, we will figure out how to take your own idea or expertise into income. One last thing to think about, or a few facts that should concern you. Guys, 82% of the population is concerned they won't have enough money at retirement. 34% of the people born into the middle class will fall into poverty as an adult if they continue to operate in the old world. Remember, they're just overbroke at a different level, and they just haven't had a financial setback yet. Another one, 76% are living from paycheck to paycheck and have been for hundreds of years. 78% say the lack of money is causing stress in them and their relationships. You need a plan B, folks, and it's right in front of you right now. You deserve more. This is not a get-rich-quick scam. It does take work. These businesses are operating everywhere right now, so it is possible. It's easier than what you're doing now. The scam you really need to shed some light on is the scam of staying broke for the rest of your life scam. That's the one to stay away from. Click the button below, fill out the questionnaire, because what if this was the thing that changed everything for you? It's time to step up and start this new journey now. I hope to talk to you on this strategy call. If it doesn't fit, I will honestly tell you, and you'll leave the call with different information that will benefit you in a different way. I'll see you soon.